you ready?
Yeah. Let's get it. Wait, Lloyd, cut the music. Where's Lloyd? Where's Lloyd? Okay, so as you guys can see, no Lloyd, and I've had a fair few people pick up on the fact that the name of the channel's changed and all the videos are deleted. So there is, some big news to come out of Yarns, and unfortunately Lloyd and I, we may as well go straight into it. Lloyd and I have decided to part ways. I don't want to make it too murky or anything too messy, but you guys may have been able to tell Lloyd and I are two very different people. I'm very much somebody that seizes every opportunity that's in front of them, and I give 100% of my time to you guys, to whoever it is, whatever job I'm doing. I give 100% of myself to that. So through this, we've had a lot of people that have wanted to come and stay at the hip camp, and it was just hard to get the two of us to agree on things like that because, like a lot of you guys, Lloyd is a nomad. He lives his life in his caravan driving around, so he doesn't really like to be locked into things, which is where we butted heads a lot. I wanted to do a lot of community events. I wanted to get merch up and going. I needed this to be organised so that I could edit it all. And we had the guests coming over and we had other channels wanting to meet up, and it was just hard to get us to work together because of those two really major core differences. So unfortunately, Monday we decided to part ways and cancel the channel. That means, unfortunately, all of the videos with Lloyd in them had to be removed. For legal reasons, obviously. If they stay on the channel, then he's entitled to stop any money given to charity because he's still part of the channel. So unfortunately, all those videos had to go and the channel had to be rebranded. And I apologize immensely to you guys for stuffing you around. This is something that I'm big on. I hate letting people down and I hate changing things, and I just like them to be smooth and just pushing ahead. And this channel really is something that is huge. And I actually said to Ash on Sunday night, man, I feel so positive about what we're doing because this channel honestly has the ability to change the game. So I reached out to Happening Empty Nesters, who were on last week's episode, and found out how many subscribers they picked up as a result of the two videos. They'd gained 75 more subscribers, which for a channel that small, that can be anywhere from sort of 5 months to a month worth of subscribers. So that's huge. And it's shown that if this channel can get to 100,000 views, that's basically 7,500 subscribers for every channel that comes on. So we literally have the ability to change the game, as well as your national park closures. As it's going to be coming up in this episode, I'm going to be talking about some national park closures. And this channel has the ability to be the one that speaks up, organises rallies, organises protests, and stops these places being closed and gives us back what we love to do, go caravan and camping. So with that all said, I basically then was left with a dilemma. Do I completely give up on the channel or do I push ahead? And being what this channel can be, I don't want to give up on it. I want to keep surging ahead. So I'm definitely going to be reaching out to try and get a new co-host. That's coming. I have a couple of people in mind that I may be able to get on remotely to do it, which would be really cool. Some other sort of bigger channels that should really help boost the channel instantly, take it to the next level, and really get this channel firing to help give back to you guys. Because what's really funny, from where it started off as just basically Lloyd's idea was Gogglebox, but for YouTube. And through you guys, it evolved massively with my editing, adding in all the different elements to it, where you had jumping around the comments, because you guys have such good comments each week. They have to go up. Then you add in the algorithm takeover. That wasn't me. That was you guys recommending channels to talk about. So I went, okay, let's launch a new segment talking about smaller channels. The hot topics was you guys bringing up stuff to talk about. So again, it started another segment where we talked about interesting hot ideas. So this whole channel has not been Lloyd and I putting it together. It's been you guys. So I felt really rude if I abandoned it after you guys sunk all your energy into basically producing it, making it, growing it, doing everything you have. I just felt it would be really disrespectful. So this week, it will be just me. We'll see how I go by myself. As you guys know, I don't read very well, so the comments could be interesting and the algorithm takeover. But yeah, I went, nah, stuff it. I'm going to put myself out there. I'll give it a go by myself. And hopefully the next following episodes, I'll actually have either some guest hosts or a permanent full-time host. So stay watching that space. Let's move on from that now. You guys know what's going on. So as you can see, the channel's now been renamed to Off Track Podcasts, basically falling back under my banner of Off Track. And then there'll be the two different podcasts. There'll be Yarns, which is this one, and then there'll be True Blue Chinwags, which is where I have a chinwag with other channels. So if you're interested in doing either of those, please send me a message on Instagram and comment below. Who would you love to see co-host the page? If you guys let me know, I'll go and reach out to them, see if they want to come on as a guest co-host or as a permanent co-host. So comment below any of your suggestions. But let's get into it. So for any of you that are new to the video, I'm Dylan from Off Track, as I mentioned before. So I have a product review channel as well, which is Off Track 4x4, where I basically run through a whole bunch of different camping and forward driving products. And this is, the podcast that I'm now going to be doing by myself for hopefully not too much longer. Okay, so something I want to touch on was last week we asked you guys to take a photo and tag us on Instagram or send it to us as a message. Wow, that took off night one. I think we ended up with 15 people doing it, which was huge. So I shared all of them. Hopefully some of you guys were smaller channels that then got a boost from it. So this week, again, if you want to tag yourself watching me this time, feel free. Tag the Instagram, which is now Off Track Podcasts, and I'll share it. So the upside is any of you that were subscribed to the Yarns Instagram, you're still subscribed to the new channel. All I did was relogo it and rename it. Any that aren't on the new Instagram, I'll have the QR code appear so you can scan it, or I'll have the name there as well so you can go and find it on Instagram and send me any messages. What else are we talking about here? Man, this is a bit awkward doing it by yourself. Congratulations to anybody that does a podcast by themselves. This is actually quite difficult. I got an update to the channel changing over. So that's it. It's done. You won't ever see it again on Off Track 4x4. That now needs to be standalone for product reviews so that it can rebuild its audience with the algorithm, because it just got hemorrhaged. So it will live here now permanently. Anybody that comes on will only be a co-host. They won't be a business partner. So there'll be no decisions changing for moving forward. I'll be the standalone person running this channel, so it'll stay everything the same and there'll be no more hindrances moving forward. To let you know where we're at, we're getting very close to the 1,000 subscribers. We're at 673 followers. Subscribers, and we've had 875 watch hours. So that's huge. That's all you guys doing that really hard effort. Unfortunately, I can't have the old videos up anymore due to legal reasons. Obviously, Lloyd's in them, and if they're up there, then the money can't go to charity. So unfortunately, it will be a little bit slower now to get monetization, which will really suck for giving to charity. So what I might do, and this is massive. Remember, I don't work, guys. I don't have lots of money. We're actually selling our house and moving into our caravan and moving back down to family because of the head injury. I just can't work anymore. But what I'm willing to do, I'm going to chuck in, let's do $50 a week. I'll chuck in of my own money to, one, go to actually boosting the videos to get more views to get it there. And I'll chuck in $50 to charity as well. So $100 of my own money will be going into trying to grow this and giving back to charity. So you guys do a lot to give back to charity. It's time that I reach in my pockets. But yeah, let's try and keep pushing. So please watch the whole episodes, as it'll really help get that up to monetization. And if you could go back, if you haven't watched, or if you did watch it, it's had to be reloaded with a new starting. So if you could go back and watch my interview with Happening Empty Nesters, True Blue Chinwags, that'll also help get the watch hours up as well. Okay, money raised for charity. Again, you guys, phenomenal. I just cannot get over how much you guys rally together. So we actually had 3 girls this week donated through PayPal. So Nicole, Helen, and Margaret all donated. So $20, $102, which was huge, and $10. And that all goes to Backpack Beds for Homeless, which is an amazing organization. There's so many people homeless at the moment, and to just give them a shelter and a bed is a really nice touch. So thank you, you three, for donating. Absolute amazing. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Remember, moving forward, the only way you're going to be able to donate is through PayPal, because there is no monetization coming from these videos yet. So the total there was $133.82, which you'll see the receipt go up on the screen now that's gone to charity. For next week, I want to do something Christmas. It's coming into Christmas, and I know the Salvos, the Salvation Army, they do a wonderful job giving presents to young kids, and they give meals and stuff like that. They really double down on Christmas this time of year. So I figured, let's do them. Let's try and get some money for the Salvos. So please donate to PayPal, and let's see what we can raise them and give some kids some presents, because I'm sure when you're a kid, you would have hated to be waking up to no presents while all your friends got presents. So please give. Use the PayPal link. I may be able to get super likes. We'll see. I may have reached the super like by now. Okay, so we're into our first segment, jumping into the comments. Now, I don't have a lot to pick from because the video was deleted, but I did manage to get some before the videos all got deleted. So I just have a couple that I'll run through. Now, remember, I'm not very good at public speaking. I actually refused to do it at school and got exclusion. So let's see how I go. So first comment is from Rams say on the road. So you may notice Lloyd and I do step up on these because, yeah, when you guys comment, it just brings up all joined together. So it's really hard to actually see where it breaks. So maybe Rams says on A's on the road. I don't know, something to do with Rams and on the road. So let's push on. As I said, I'm not a good reader. So the comment is, we're on our second Sunland caravan. Both were handed over with torque wrenches and info about correct settings. Feel free to use. And like, that's phenomenal. I would never think a caravan company would give you a torque wrench. So good on Sunland Caravans. They sound like they're a ripper van, and I can tell you what, when we buy our next van, it'll definitely be a Sunland based on that. That's some amazing positive feedback to hear about that caravan company. Boxhead Mister, which comments a lot, so luckily I know how to pronounce his YouTube. $1,100 plus raised so far for charity. Well done, guys. Honestly, that's not us, that's you guys. I've done nothing to raise that money. I just simply pay it out. But yeah, to you guys, $1,100 going to charity so far in 12 episodes is amazing. It's making a real difference, and I just never thought I would be behind a channel that has the power to make some real difference. Next one is Cassie Rowland. You fellas are fast becoming my favourite channel. Love your work, guys. So hopefully, Cass, you still keep watching me. Won't be as much banter because unfortunately I have so nobody to banter with, but I'll still hang shit on myself when I make mistakes. So yeah, please stay watching. As I said, I'm going to try and get another co-host, really bring back that banter. And thank you so much for the kind words, and everybody that's had the kind words over the weeks. It's been absolutely phenomenal to hear all those nice things. Into the hot topics. So first one, Warraletti Beach camping area, which I believe is over in WA, is the next basically pin to fall in the national park. So they're now restricting camping to any big sort of off-road vehicle. So caravans are in there, camper vans, towing rooftop tents, all that's gone. All you can do now is, I believe, camp in a rooftop tent or a swag or tent. So it's the next domino to fall. And I've sort of had a lot of chats off air to some other channels and other YouTubers and other Instagrammers about this. And we all believe this year has been a massive push in closures. They seem to have really gone hard this year than they have any other year, which is really sad. And my honest gut feeling is, if we don't do something, 2 years, I reckon we're going to struggle to find national parks that we can go in or that we can camp in. It just seems to be now ramping up massively because there's no kickback. So if this channel can get big enough, it has the power to rally everyone together because nobody else seems to want to stand up. So hopefully we can get there and we don't see any more of these national park closures, because this is just getting horrendous. Like, there's just So many were learning are on the cards. Happening Empty Nesters let me know, I think 5 others, and there was like vertical falls, which I'm yet to see up in the Kimberleys, horizontal falls, that's going to be closing. There's just so much going because nobody's doing anything. So that's on us for just sitting there and being complacent and just accepting it. We should really be fighting back. So I've actually got 2 hot topics for you this week. Next one I'm going to be talking about is, are YouTubers ready to be famous? So this is a really, really interesting one. And I think if you sit back and watch a lot of them, no, they're probably not. They just sort of thought, they'll put some content up and that'll be that. But the thing is, if caravanning and traveling around Australia is something you actually love doing, you've got to be prepared that people are going to be knocking on your door if your caravan's all labelled up to have a chat to you. You are, as Lloyd used to say, situationally famous. So if you go to Coles and Woolworths, you probably won't get recognised. But if you go to a caravan park, you go to a national park, yeah, it's probably going to take you a lot longer to get through places. And it's something really you have to think about before you start a YouTube channel. Are you prepared to give your time up for others? Look at me with the hip camp. I have lots of people reaching out now who want to come and stay and just have a chinwag and have a chat. And to me, that's part of it. If I want to do YouTube, I have to be open and accepting that that's going to be part of it, where Lloyd wasn't happy to share his time to do that and sort of sat there and went, no, I've got things on. So was he ready to be on YouTube? I don't know. That's up to you guys. Comment below. Is there anybody that you can think of that doesn't seem to be ready for the fame on YouTube? Or if you are a smaller channel, have you thought about this? Does it daunt you? Does it daunt you? Is that a word? Is it daunting to you? Sitting there going, oh, when we get bigger, people are going to be talking to us and it's going to be a lot harder to film and a lot harder to go places. Look at a really good example is Molly Dixon. She's now massive and would have to be really careful what she puts on, what places where she goes, because heaps of people would be wanting to chat with her. As we've sort of spoken about before, there's creeps in the world, so there'll be creepers wanting to watch her film and watch her get around in her bikinis. But that's all part of it. Island Bound is another one. They really push the limits with their clothing, and you'd have people hovering around them wanting to see what they're doing. They also do OnlyFans, so people may want to see if they can catch them filming some OnlyFans content. But yeah, comment below. What's your thoughts? Are people seriously thinking long and hard enough about whether or not they want to be famous through YouTube? Because I just don't think they do. Okay, moving on to Around the Tube. So this week, here we go. Talking about me throwing myself under the bus. So I'm going to have to do it on this one. Let me just have a drink of water. So overweight and underpowered. So we've talked about them a couple of times on this channel through the algorithm takeover. Really good guys. Funny as hell. But unfortunately, and I'm going to put my hand up, I was the one that started the clickbait thumbnail adding in the sexy girl. I pushed for it and I didn't think hard enough about the ramifications. And these 2 guys, they've done nothing wrong. They saw the numbers that it worked. So they went, hey, what's going to stop us from doing an AI generated clickbait girl? And I just sat there and went, oh my God, what have I done? I've actually made the situation worse with clickbait. Now people that don't have hot, sexy girls to put in the clickbait are just going to start putting up fake ones. So please, if you're thinking about doing it, don't. I'm now going to stop. I should never have done it. It was a really stupid thing to do. So please don't follow me. Please don't be influenced with what I did. It was a really stupid decision. I was trying to raise money for charity, but I should have thought long and hard about what it could do to the YouTube landscape. I know a lot of us hate clickbait thumbnail, and I made the situation 10 times worse. So I'm going to wear it. Comment below. Give me an absolute spray. Rip into me. I 100% deserve it. I can't be sitting there putting other channels up for doing it if I'm not willing to wear it as well. So big mistake on my behalf, and I'm willing to wear it and get across and watch Overweight and Underpowered. They're absolutely terrific guys. And I love their content. And yeah, don't hate on them for doing it. They were just following the example that I set. So guys, I hope you stop it as well, but it is your channel. You can do whatever you want. Next one we're going to be talking about, Mark and Shirley. So I'll play that clip now and we'll have a chat after it.
To a video from a few months ago where we discussed the crash, where we lost the car, the caravan, and a month or two of our journey. So this is just to talk about our experiences, the insurance, who we dealt with, what the outcomes were, and some of our experiences. So sit back and hope you find something interesting here. The insurance companies we were with were Budget Direct for the car, they're a subsidiary of Auto and General Insurance, and CIL for the caravan.
Okay, so as you guys saw there, I actually got pushed to this channel, I reckon by about 5 or 6 of you guys, saying that I have to talk about it. And funny enough, luckily I'd already watched the video. So yeah, the title was Death of a Land Cruiser, A Tale of Two Insurance Companies. And he basically went on to sort of say his experiences between CIL, which was his caravan insurer, and Budget Direct that insured his cruiser. And CIL were tremendous to deal with. And from my accounts of when we had our car crash, which wasn't our fault, so then unfortunately the other guy passed away, so the insurance company was going to lose all their money. But yeah, CIL seemed to be phenomenal. I think he said 3 weeks he got his caravan paid out, which is crazy. Budget Direct, he was a little bit harder on. I think he said it took 5 or 6 weeks, which, mate, 5 or 6 weeks to get your car paid out, you're still winning. That's not actually very bad. Our cruiser took, I think it was like 5 months to finally get paid out. And that's because they were fighting who was at fault. And wanted me to pay the, what's that stupid thing you got to pay? The excess. They wanted me to pay the excess because the at-fault driver was dead. And I argued and said, mate, I'm not at fault. The dude was texting and hit me. The police report says that he was texting and hit me, yet they wanted me to pay for it. So that was QBE. Yeah, QBE was who I was insured with them. So definitely don't go with them. But yeah, to me, Budget Direct, it sounds like they gave him a bit of a runaround, but if they paid out within 5 or 6 weeks, I still reckon that's pretty good for an insurance company to pay out. And CIL are just obviously your top-notch paying out that quick. You guys comment below. I know a lot of you watched it. What did you think of the video? Did you think that Budget Direct stuffed him around? The worst thing was, same as us, people stole from our crash site. Even though there were police at the scene, they still took our Julka shower, and this poor bloke had all his stuff stolen from the scene as well. So guys, if you're those people that steal stuff from a crash site, you're grubs. You're absolute grubs. You need to seriously look yourself in the mirror, because you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. These people that are in car crashes have been put out enough. They don't need you stealing their stuff. So pull your head in. Don't steal from a crash site. Leave it there. Do the right bloody thing. What do you guys reckon? Are they grubs if they steal from a crash site? I'm sure you're all going to agree. Let's move on to the next video. Okay, Jack and Megan, I'll play a clip for you now.
As well. There's been some hate comments coming through.
Yeah, it was totally unexpected because, like we said, like, as you guys know, we've been driving Toyotas and building Toyotas, and like, we love Toyota, and we love creating content, and obviously being able to
another influencer flogging a Prado. Like,
well, it's just, you know, I think there's just a little bit of confusion on the internet right now about what a content creator actually is, and I feel like we are photographers and videographers first and foremost, so yeah. That was just like something incredible for us to do, to take our hobby and earn money from it. Like, we love to take cool photos and videos, and we got to do that for a cool new car in Kakadu. So for us, it was just like a dream come true.
So I found this really interesting. On Instagram, they'd been putting up the work that they did for the new Prado, where they were actually hired, I believe they were hired as photographers for it. They were doing a paid photography job. Good on them. Absolutely phenomenal. How rapt would you be if you were two amateurs and Toyota Australia said, hey, we want to fly you up to the NT and get you to do some filming, videography and photography of the new Prados. But for some reason they copped hate over it. So I don't know if people didn't understand and they thought that they were sponsored by Toyota. But to me, it seemed pretty clear. You guys comment below. Did you think, if you follow them on Instagram, did you think that it was some sponsorship deal, or was it pretty clear to see that they were just up there doing some videography and stuff for Toyota? Anyway, Jack and Megan, I know you guys watched the channel, so I feel for you. I'm sorry you had to go through it. And I think people really need to take a step back. As Lloyd always said, we come from a place of kindness, and make sure when you're commenting on people's channels, if they're doing something wrong, you can push a little bit, but don't be too nasty, because there is real people behind that channel who are reading it, and it does affect your mental health. I know on Off Track 4x4, I get a lot of nasty comments on yarns. Luckily enough, we only get really, really nice comments. But yeah, please, if they're not doing anything wrong, just give them support. And you know what's really nice? For YouTubers to get really nice, thankful comments, it just makes it so much worthwhile. So please get across to Jack and Megan and go show them some love, because yeah, they deserve it. They're one of the really good channels that try to do everything right by everybody. So good on Jack and Megan. I'm glad you got that opportunity. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is few laps around the sun. So I'll play their video for you now.
G'day guys, in this episode Zane and I take you with us on our journey working and living at Ballara Station, a place we called home for their 2024 season. Ballara sees over 60,000 people come through its gates each season, and it is very easy to see why.
So these guys, first video ever, and I just came across it and thought it was an absolute ripper, and I want to give a really tiny channel first video a shout out. I reckon it's worthwhile you guys going and watching. So they filmed and put it up in a one video. They basically did a stint working at Ballara Station. Ballara Station. I should know that one as I want to go there. We'll see if I'm actually going to cut all these mistakes out. So yeah, they put up a video at Ballara Station of them working on the station, and I just thought it was really phenomenal. I thought it was really well put together for somebody's first video, and I recommend you guys go give it a watch, because yeah, it's a ripper, and it was just really cool to see what happens on those stations with the workers, what they have to do to put everything together for us travellers to get there. So comment below if you actually watched it and let me know what you think of their video. Did you like it as much as I did? Okay, last one we're going to be talking about. So these guys are a bit of a regular to the channel, Caravan Adventure Australia, or Oz, Caravan Adventure Oz. I'll play those clips for you now, and this is a bit of a saucy one.
Let's get straight into a bit of a juicy topic, and it's our caravan. We get questions, why haven't you done a walkthrough around your caravan? And the biggest thing we can say for that is we don't have a caravan deal. We got, I think it was what, $5,000 discount. And we had another deal that kind of went sour, or left a sour taste in our mouth anyway, but we'll get into that later. The reason why we haven't done a walkthrough is because we're not sponsored. We don't want our travels to be about the caravan and what this caravan and why this one is better than the others.
So as you would have seen there, they didn't get sponsored with their new van, which I honestly thought they did, but they got a little bit of a discount. I think they were sort of saying between 5 and 10 grand, which isn't a lot. Your major YouTubers get almost half price off the vans. So it really wasn't much of a sponsorship. It's something that, you could walk into Caravan HQ and probably haggle them down that same amount of money. So as a result of them not getting sponsored by Caravan HQ, they don't want to do a walk around video and promote the caravan. They're not big on promoting it because there's obviously no deal there. Why would they promote it? Why would they spend their time editing and talking about it if they're not going to get anything for it? So I'd really love to get your views on whether or not that's childish or whether or not that's the right thing to do. And I'll put my hands up. My caravan, which we're currently sitting in because it's raining, I haven't done a review on it. I haven't done a walkthrough. I haven't done anything because why? I wasn't sponsored. And then 2, the big one, it had problems and the customer service was appalling. So I cannot recommend this van to anybody, which is why you may see it in videos, but you won't see me talking about it. It's not a bad van, but the customer service from both the retailer and the manufacturer was appalling. And again, same as them, I didn't get any sponsorship deal, so why should I promote and give them sales through my YouTube? So yeah, you guys let me know. Is Caravan Adventures Oz and I both selfish and being childish, or is it the right thing to do? Yeah, interesting topic. Okay, we're there already. I wonder how much quicker this is going to be with just one person. So into the algorithm takeover. Still not fixed. Algorithm takeover. I should fix that. You know what? I'll fix it right now. Nope, I can't do it right now because I'm on tablet mode. Anyway, so let's run through the channels that you guys recommended. So as always, if you have any smaller channels, they've got to be under 50,000 for them to be put up on here. And it's for you guys to go and have a watch, see if you like them. And if you do, give them a thumbs up, give them a subscribe. Even if you don't like them, give them a thumbs up, give them a comment for the algorithm. Help their channel grow. So let's run through the list. Roaming in the Rubu, Filthy Off-Road Adventures, Few Laps Around the Sun, Lifestyle_Brisbane, Mud, Mods and Beers, JRC Adventures, Full-Time Adventure, actually no S, and Getting Around Oz. So there's a couple of channels for you to go follow. I've actually watched majority of those and I really like them. I actually think I've watched all of them. So please go across, give them a follow, give them a watch. I'll also put together the algorithm takeover short with those channels to try and help promote them as well. But yeah, comment below. Let me know what you thought of me doing it by myself. Definitely not something I want to continue doing. It's a lot harder to do it by yourself. I'm really thirsty and it's hard to drink because if nobody else is talking, then there's a gap in talking. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know of other people you'd like to see guest host. Please watch the entire video so we can get this up to monetization and start giving back a lot more money to charity. And yeah, let's try and make this something great because this channel has the ability to change the game for YouTube. It has the ability to take people from unmonetized to monetized if we can get the views there. Yeah, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you want, you get yourself some discount codes. The discount codes are below. If you want to give to charity, charity will be up above. QR codes for you to scan. Follow me on Instagram. Until next time, see ya.